Hey, I'm Steve Diggs. Welcome back to Fast Forward Leadership, great ideas at the speed of light. Today, I'm going to talk with you about a concept that I call becoming mentally ambidextrous. Do you know what being ambidextrous means? Well, according to Merriam-Webster Dictionary, being ambidextrous means that we're using both hands with equal ease or dexterity. You know, when you were in first grade, you probably noticed that there was one kid in the class who could write with her right hand or her left hand. We called that child ambidextrous. Well, I have a concept that kind of plays from that. I call this becoming, again, mentally ambidextrous. So, Steve-O, what do you mean by that, you ask? Let me tell you a little bit about this. You know, the scientists, they tell us that our brains are divided into two lobes. There is the left lobe, and then there is the right lobe. And they also tell us that most of us tend to play out of one lobe over the other. There are probably some people who are born mentally ambidextrous, but we tend to have one or the other that we lean into, usually for most of us. Now, people that play out of their left lobe, these are the folks that become our scientists. They become the accountants. They become the engineers. Very mathematical, very cut and dry on most things. On the other hand, the folks who play out of their right brain, well, these are the people who have a lot of fun with life. They're the salesmen, frequently they're the teachers, they're the people who love to work with other people and so forth. Now, there's nothing right or wrong about either one, it's just that we're built differently. One of the things that I learned very early in my business career was this. If I was going to attempt to lead other people and to do this effectively, I had to become mentally ambidextrous. In other words, I had to be able to sit down at a table that had accounting people, that had the planning people, the bean counters and everything on this side. And over here on this side, we had the artists, we had the writers, we had the producers, we had the creative folk. Now, the people over here on this side, they just wanted to make sure we didn't spend $1 more than we had to. The folks over here on this side, they didn't give a rip what it cost. They just wanted to do a cool looking project. And I learned very early that if I could not, like I said a moment ago, become mentally ambidextrous and able to work with both sides and sort of bring them together, there was going to be open warfare. Here's the point, leader. As a leader, you do not have the luxury of being yourself. You just can't do that. Instead, what you have to do, you have to become an individual that really does relate well with a left brain or a right brain. And it needs to become part of your job very quickly when you meet somebody to size that person up and determine, is this a left brain thinker or is this a right brain thinker? And then do that individual the courtesy and the kindness of speaking to them on their side of the fence. Hey, I'm Steve Diggs. This has been Fast Forward Leadership. Great ideas at the speed of light. I'm going to see you next time. Bye.